Hello.
What inspires you about going to work every day? Because it is, I mean, I can see what would inspire you, but what inspires you?
I'm almost embarrassed to talk about that because, it's one thing when you tell people, oh, you should find a job that you love, but I realize that most people don't have a job that they love.
Right.
A lot of people, like my father, go to work for like 20 or 30 years in a job they don't like that much at all. And I've been very lucky. I mean, I got to create the Mercer Report, and I literally got to write down on a piece of paper everything that I would do in a dream show, and that's what I get to do. So I would be a fool not to be excited to go to work every day. I get to travel around the country, which is something I love. I get to do political commentary, which is something I love. I get to do sketches where I fall down, which is something I love. I get to do all the things that I like doing.
That's cool.
And thankfully, there's an audience for that, which is pretty amazing.
And what can we expect over the next few episodes?
Well, the stressful part of my show is there's a lot of producing TV without a net. A week ago, we tried to land on Sable Island, which is an island off the coast of Nova Scotia, populated with 2 people and thousands of wild horses. Hurricane Sandy took the runway away, which is the beach, so we couldn't land. And I know in the next couple of days we're going to attempt to get to Sable Island again.
Oh, really?
And if we do, then there'll be wild horses on the show, and if we don't, I don't know, maybe I'll be interviewing people at the airport. But every week is a bit like that. I mean, that's a bit more extreme than normal because it's a long way to go when the runway disappears. But every week is like that. I really don't know. I couldn't tell you 5 things we're going to do in the rest of the season.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
At this point, you've done so many different things. Where do you get new ideas for what you want to do?
A lot of people email the show, and a lot of those ideas are impractical or impossible, but then some of them are home runs, and
That's cool.
And you never know where the idea is going to come from. We opened the show with I was in this jetpack type of thing. It's called flyboarding, and like huge jets of water coming out of my hands, like Iron Man, flying all over the place. One of the most exciting things I ever did, and that was George Stroumboulopoulos' idea.
Oh, are you serious?
He's only ever given me one idea ever. He emailed me over the summer and said, hey, he was in, I don't know where he was driving his motorcycle across the state somewhere, and he said, look at this, and he took a picture of a guy doing it. He said, you got to do this, and then I went and did it. So the ideas come from anywhere.
That's cool. Do you ever have moments where you want to do more serious acting at any points? Because for me, I still miss Made in Canada. I'll be honest.
Oh, and I love the fact that you love Made in Canada. Not a lot of people come up to me and talk to me about Made in Canada, so I appreciate that. The great thing about show business is, of course, you never really have to stop working, and in the back of your mind, you kind of go like, I look forward to the day that I'm 75 and I get to play a 75-year-old crotchety old man. You just know, so you never know what you're going to do, but there's lots of different things you can do as time goes on. Right now, I like doing this. Once upon a time, I would go to a film set, and I would love a film set. Like, you'd walk down the street, and you'd see all the trucks and people, all the different trucks and the cables and the lights and all that stuff, and the big flies outside lighting the house and stuff. And I go, wow. And I remember when I started Made in Canada, we had all that because we would shoot on location. I'd be like, wow, I had this show, wow. And now I see a film set, and I go like, ugh, oh my God. Oh God, thank God I'm not there, because I just go. It's like me, the cameraman, my road director, and our wheelman camera assistant. There's just 4 of us, and we just go and we create TV, and then we come back here and then we play around in the studio and we keep it simple, and at the end of the week there's a show. Not like what, Republic and Doyle and those guys go through. They just don't stop, and they just work and work and work, and it's all cables and lights and toys and If it was up to me, I'd do the whole show on this. That's the way to roll.
Well, thank you.
That's the way, like what you're doing here.
That's
Once upon a time,
work.
they'd be like, oh, there'd be this and this and this and this camera and that camera, and oh yeah, now this is the way to do it.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.